Hello, y'all. We are back again for another episode of the F1 2025 My Team. We are here, round 14, I want to say. I think it's 14. But the Hungarian Grand Prix and the rainy season continues to be here, as you can see on the screen. Rain in qualifying, rain in the race. We cannot escape water falling from the sky. We do get about half the race that is dry, but it's kind of the same setup we saw for Canada and whatever the race after that was, where it's got that little patch at the end. So I think strategically we are probably going to go for the hard tires again at the start and just run them until the rain gets here. Qualifying is going to be interesting as well, as it's scheduled to dry up over the course of the qualifying session, which means that the first runs are going to be basically useless. It's all going to essentially come down to a final lap, one lap shootout, and whoever can put up the best lap. So, with that all being said, yeah, it looks like number 14. We'll take a quick peek at the season results. Joshua's still stuck on 12 points. Another DNF for him last week out. Makes for 2, I believe. Or did he DNF? I think he DNF'd in Saudi technically, but is registered as a finisher. I think that's what happened. But, so he's probably going to have to take another engine penalty before the end of the season. We did grab P7 last time out, so we extended our point scoring streak. We actually grabbed a point in the sprint as well. But, well, let's just go get out in the rain and get after it, huh? Hungary.
No pit stops, no strategy. It's all about the pace today. Qualifying day here at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
So here we go. Only about 4 minutes left to go in the session. We basically skipped any early running because it was raining super hard and the track is only improving. So no reason to really go out on the full wet tires. The idea here is we're just going to go for 3 push laps and hopefully be one of the last cars to start a lap as well and reap the benefits of that. Very conservative on the brakes into turn 1 there. Not a big surprise. Need to remember I don't have DRS, so we are significantly lowered on the top speed. And really just finding the grip for this first qualifying run. Looks like the field is filtering its way out of the pits now, so they're getting ready to do their last runs of qualifying. The idea, the hope is that we don't catch traffic. We might actually use a cool down lap just to avoid that traffic. Otherwise, we'll be kind of having to carve our way through the field. We'll see. Lap 1 done. We go to the top of the times because of the improved weather conditions. Usually, DRS enabled / disabled is the marker of when the slicks are good, but it looks like, according to the mini-map, he's really struggling. The rain is stop now. There are no more drops falling. We are going to be the last one to get a lap in here. We do have an opportunity for a nice mixed up grid. Track feels nearly dry at this point. Oof, almost lost it there. Now, did Joshua get around in time to start a flying lap on the slicks? He could be in very good position. Everybody else dove in. They didn't finish their lap. So we may have a Booty Radio front row lockout. Don't know why they didn't finish their lap. Surely they would have been improving. Let's see what Joshua can do. Do we take pole? No, Joshua, I think, has done it by gambling on those slicks at the end. We'll see. I think it's him.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Yeah, the slick tire gamble worked out for him. Nearly 4 seconds clear. And it is a Booty Radio F1 team front row lockout. I think first pole for the team, first front row at all. So good on him. Good on you, Joshua. Good gamble.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for today's race at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Victor Martins lines up on pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Ocon, Piastri, Ollie Behrman, and Pierce, Verstappen, Senna, Antonelli, and Lando Norris, Leclerc, Russell, Carlos Sainz, and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Albon, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Jack Doohan, Hadjar, Stroll, Hulkenberg, and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race.
Here we go from pole position on the hard tires. Need a good launch. Able to get to the racing line, sweep around the outside. Tsunoda is still there on our right as we run down towards turn 2. And there we go, move done on Yuki. And away we go, starting off this race. Weather report.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
So the guess, at least according to the current weather report, seems to be the right one to go onto the hards, not try and do the extra stop on the mediums. Because it does look like that rain is arriving a little earlier than we expected, which is good. All we need to do is make sure that we don't get passed. Much like Spa, the front tires of these hards are very slippery and slidey. But there's about 2 corners that are actually important for me on this track. And that's the last corner and the exit of turn 1. Now the DRS is really going to hurt us. But he's going to have a big old lockup. We're going to squeeze him to the outside. It's going to come back at us a little bit because of the DRS, but we can get to the apex ahead of him and defend. I think the move is going to be medium battery deployment. Recover as much as we can over the course of the lap, and then it's just going to be dumping it all down the pit straight every time. Joshua is in 4th now. Good. A spin from Joshua. Yellow flag. Red flag. Full red flag. But I think that kind of bails Joshua out. With no wet weather running now, we get to really figure out how the car drives on a track this slick. Joshua did get shuffled down a way, so he lost some positions from the red flag. Ooh, we're wide. I think that's going to be kind of our chance at the win gone. Because, yeah, look at that. I don't have the pace to contend with the AI in full wet conditions like this. Okay. Yeah, like 2.5 seconds lost in like a sector. Okay. Curb really likes to spin the car around. Strategy is basically going to be hold down the apexes. Don't let them get a nose up the inside. We have the exits that we need out of this conditions. But if we make mistakes like that, that allow them to get alongside, then we get into some big trouble. Oh, this is going to be a long race. Weather report.
Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Okay, well, we're not on the inters. We're on the wets. Well, that's going to be something. Oh, he just spun off on his own. Okay. This time he did not block the track. Local yellows as he's getting back going. Hear that nobody wants to yield track position. Ooh, bit of wheel spin getting off the corner. That might compromise me a bit. Now we're fine. Oh, we're getting into fuel trouble. We need a big lap here. Teammate status. Hopefully we guessed right. We did not. The only option now is to gamble. Lost that position to Norris, which is okay. We need to really be saving fuel and tires at this point. Guess I should have listened to my fuel calculator, huh? So the question becomes, can I even hang on to a point by the end of this? So I think my tires are pretty much completely toasted. I need a safety car is what I need. In all fairness, I think all this lifting and coasting is actually kind of helping to save that left rear tire. There goes the podium. Here's where the pain really starts to catch up with us. Now I'm cooked. Weather report.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. We think this rain should stop sometime in the next few laps. The dry line's going to come in quickly, so don't waste any time getting back up to speed. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters.
You know what? We're just going to go for the dry tire. I've got no hope left in these tires. Really tried to gamble it out. So let's get on to some slicks and just see what we can do. We're either going to be great or we're going to be in a ton of trouble. Looks like slicks are getting ready for a lot of cars. Okay, it's a little slick, but drivable. I think there's an opportunity here. Slicks are definitely quicker. We might have saved our race. Fuel is still going to be a problem. We did not save the race. We're still gonna run out of fuel. Yeah, unfortunately, starting the final lap, we just don't have the fuel to compete. Made a, big gamble strategy on the tires. It really dried out, and I kind of handcuffed myself from the very beginning with the fuel level. I picked the fuel level very wrong. Which is ironic, because you think you'd be, with the amount of fuel upgrades that this car has, you wouldn't need to do it. But it seems to just throw off the calculations, the fuel upgrade. You are technically more efficient, but yeah, it just seems to throw it way off. So I'm just kind of coasting in to the finish here, hoping not to lose any more positions. I think Joshua might be on. No, he's not on the podium. But he's in the points. Joshua should be in the points. We learned a valuable lesson. Hungary eats way more fuel than anywhere else, apparently. And we threw away a pole start for no points. 13th finish. But it was a lot of weird, the red flag didn't help. Gambling on the weather. There's a lot going on. But definitely a missed opportunity.
The checkered flag is out. The crowd roar their approval for Yuki Tsunoda.
What a great way to turn the situation around. And you know what they say? It's not about how you fall off the horse, it's about how you get back on it. And today, they've done a great job of turning the page and rectifying their wrongs.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. And the little man towers over the rest. It's the top step of the podium for Yuki Tsunoda. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
A stellar P4 finish for Joshua there. We fumbled with our strategy, just the wrong choice overall. Trying to gamble and stay out. The red flag, like I said, really threw me in a bit of a blunder. But I think Joshua doubled his points this weekend. He did. Has jumped up to P10 in the Drivers' Championship. So good for him. And big points for the team. 80 gets us to 80, so we're creeping up on that 100-point mark, which is real good news. Lando Norris still out in the lead of this one. Yuki Tsunoda got himself over the 100-point mark with a big jump, and we were starting to creep up on him, but he has opened up that gap again. So I believe Red Bull's starting to get back into the fight, but the constructors' fight is very much between Mercedes and Ferrari at this stage, although McLaren is right there. Well, let's head back to the headquarters, and maybe, just maybe, next week we won't have rain again. Season break coming up. Lovely. Messages. Yep, points on the board. This is going to be the one research, which I don't care for. Do I have research in any other areas I can do? The answer is no. I'm not doing the breaks. Can't make me. They're bad. They don't help. Okay. Personnel. Corporate has got a facility improvement done. Lovely. So let's get another facility improvement underway. Nearly done with the phase 2. Getting there. Nearly headed on to some more goodies. Let's hit the season break and see where we come out the other end. Joshua's got some meeting notes. Let's see what he's asking for. Obviously, coming off a P4 finish is going to give him some negotiating power. But let's see what we've got. 10.6 and no other clause. That's kind of a lot. And vehicle performance rating 4th. We might not get there. But, I mean, we'll see. I think we're getting close to when we can start sending out contract requests. So we'll see what our drivers look like. Ooh, same with Paul Aaron. Let's see what he's looking like. And have we gotten to any early talks on Franco Colapinto is going to be my next question. 2.6, he desires a lot less. We'll have to weigh our choices when it comes to who we want to be on the team next season. Okay, now we can assign some activities. Let's get recruitment drive. Let's get... well, what's in development? Let me see what's in development currently. Yeah, you finished some stuff. What is currently in development? Chassis is actually almost all done. That is done. Yeah, let's do a durability development blitz. I think that's what we really need at this stage. So where is my durability development blitz? Nothing else we can put in there. Driver focus. Sure, driver perception. Fan outreach and fan outreach. Are there any new improvements I can start? This one finished while I was gone? It did. And that one's almost done as well. Ah! All these development
Okay,
failures.
boss. Got an interesting bit of news for you. We've had a driver reach out to us to ask if...
Alex Albin, huh?
Okay, I've said yes.
Let's see what he's asking. He might be out of our price range. Yeah, 22. He's going to be outside of our price. That's too rich for our blood. What do we got here? Messages, why? Yeah, that's fine. Gonna assume it's still... Oh yeah, I have nothing new to research. It's all development. Okay. Yep, there's a failure, so let's get that in. Oh, we'll have the upgrade before the next race, though. That's good. We're actually about to have a lot of them just about finished. Supplier upgrades. Love to see them. Let's give Joshua the durability and myself the engine cover. And let's advance. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, we finished the upgrade here? Sure. Okay, another phase 2. And what's our finances looking like? How are we on the cost cap? Working our way towards it. Might need to ease up on the spending. Perhaps. Okay, more advancements. Ah, more failures. Stop! Oh, we have so many development
Can I borrow
failures.
you for a moment, boss?
Yeah, personnel facility. What we got? Yeah, just be thoughtful, guys. Be thoughtful. Oh, I can afford owner training. Yay. What do we got here? Sure, faster driver talks. That'll be useful. Okay, developments. Yep, we're gonna get that one done before the next race. Redevelop you. Dual develop you. Oh, did I accidentally not click enough? Hold on. Oh yeah, I missed a click. Dual development, yes. Now it's going. Assign upgrades, what we got? Rear floor weight reduction, that goes to Joshua. We're starting to work our way fairly clear of the other teams, which is good as far as upgrades go. So it should be a little more comfortability in scoring points, but the top of the field is getting very bunched up. They might be maxing out their development at this stage. We're starting to get into the phase of the season where we're going to have to keep a very close eye on the next season's what's the word I'm looking for? Next season's regulation change, so we'll have to be doing a lot of adaptations. We don't have any more phase 2s to finish or to do. This one will go, but we can only develop one, so let's get we'll start doing phase 3. As always, pick the cheapest, shortest time frame one. Go from there. Okay, can we please finish these upgrades? No, we cannot.
Unfortunately, one of the parts failed during development. We'll
Thanks,
need to
Mathis.
revisit the development area and give it another go.
Okay, that's good. That's done. Let's retry our turbos. Fortunately, they're going to have to wait until the next race. But we've got round 15 in Zandvoort coming up. Thank you all for joining me on this one. Unfortunately, we kind of fumbled the bag in Hungary, but the rain still is here like every race, and it's driving me crazy. But I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.